Hey, what's up everyone? Hexlex here, coming at you with some more Master Duel. I've got a really special one for you guys today. So, as I mentioned in a relatively recent video in the comments, I noticed quite a few people, and I've noticed the comments in other videos asking about this too, of can we see some duels with live commentary? And normally, or rather at the start of the channel, I did not do that. I did replays because I was a little concerned that it might affect my ability to I thought I might misplay if I was too busy focusing on talking instead of, just playing the game. But now that I'm at Plat 1 and I kind of don't really have anything to lose, I figured, yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and try out a live commentary video. So I did some duels with live commentary. I am very satisfied with how they came out, and let me know in the comments what you guys think of this format as opposed to going over replays, because if you guys like this enough, I might just make this my main format. It ended up working out a lot better than I thought it would. If I'm laddering, like at the beginning of the season, I might go back to replays just so that I can focus while I'm actually trying to get to Platinum 1. But otherwise, yeah, no, I have thoroughly enjoyed these duels, and I hope you do too. So before we get into it, I will go ahead and show off my deck at the start here. These duels are with my Tri-Zoo deck. This is still the same build from my last deck profile video, but for those who have not seen that yet, I will go through and just go over the list real quick here. We got the 3 Nervall, 3 Maxx, 2 Kerass, 3 Kitt, 3 Ash, 1 of each Whiptail, Thoroughblade, and Ramram, 3 Fraktall. We've got the 2 Nibiru, Harpies, 3 Desires, 2 Lightning Storm, 3 Tenki, 2 Called by the Grave, 3 Infinite Impermanence, 3 Tri-Brigade Revolt, 1 Imperial Order. For the extra deck, we've got Tigermoartar, Drident, Boarbow, Chakanine. As our Zoodiac lineup, we got Zeus to throw on top of them. We've got for the links Almiraj, Double Dragon Lord. We've got 1 of each Ferrijit and Bearbrumm, 1 Desperate Doom Eagle, 1 Rugal, 1 Appalachia, 1 Accesscode, and finally the 2 Shurrig, the Ominous Omen. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these duels here. Alright, let's go ahead and hop in with this live duel here. I've got Tri-Brigade Zoodiac queued up. And, well, without further ado, let's jump right into it. We've got our Platinum 4 opponent here. And we get the coin flip, so we are going to go first. Pretty much always you want to pick going first. Even though we are built to go second, it's still going to be very advantageous for us to go first. Well, not necessarily built to go second only, but okay, this is definitely not what I would hope to see on a first turn. Let's see. I mean, I could Kitt and then Almiraj, Nervall. That might be worth it just to set up a Fraktall search, even though I don't have any follow-up play. It might also draw a hand trap from our opponent in a hand. Like, if they, like, Maxx or Ash or something, we can't do a whole lot this turn anyway. So, yeah, no, I think I am actually just going to go ahead and set up the Kitt, send Nervall, and then send the Fraktall. Like, if my opponent drops a Maxx here, look at my hand. I'm 100% fine. Like, look at this. I was thinking about just not even summoning this anyway, so now here's the question. Do I want to Called by? I'm trying to decide how important is this Fraktall that I want to search. Or do I just want to let it go and try to Called by something later? No, I really want this Fraktall, because if I can get a Fraktall for next turn, I can actually set up a play. Plus, I could also potentially set up some kind of play with this Revolt. So I think I am actually going to Call by their C here. Plus, I don't have a C, so if I had a C, I would just let this go, but... Alright, there we go. So, yep, let's go ahead and special summon the Almiraj, sending Kitt away. Now, if my opponent ashes, I'm going to be a little sad here, but... Let's see. No, okay, they don't have anything. Yeah, see, there was no prompt from my opponent at all, so I know they don't have Ash, like, at all. Or really any kind of quick effect that could respond to Kitt's effect there. Okay, so we'll send the Nervall F. And I'm going to add Fraktall for next turn. Yeah, if I had another Tri-type card, I could have gotten Kerass and then specialed it and, gone into a play, but I'll just set up the Fraktall for next turn. I'm definitely going to throw down Imperm in the middle column. This is important because it potentially negates any spells or traps they play. I've also got Imperial Order, so I mean I could just negate spells that way, but Yeah, I mean, okay, so we've got a Revolt for 2, potentially that might be useful. I've set up a Fraktall for next turn. I've got the Almiraj, the Impermanence, and the Imperial Order. I'm just going to go ahead and pass here. Yeah, our opponent is at a slight disadvantage because of that Maxx starting. I mean, we started off with one less card kind of as a result, too, because we had to call by the Maxx. Okay, it's going to be Virtual World. So, do I have a response to this normal summon? I'm still like kind of in the learning process of this deck. Okay, none of these cards have effects that really activate on the field, right? They just kind of special, like they all start with this card is in your hand and then they kind of go from there. So, okay, no, I don't need to negate that. That's fine. Okay, let's see what kind of plays they have. Yep, Lulu is fine. You might be tempted to come down here and turn off responses for now, but I kind of like leaving them on auto. I generally leave it on auto for the most part. Because I kind of like, I kind of like that it goes back to me during my opponent's actions. I feel like that definitely can affect gameplay. I mean, it does with me. You want to be cautious playing into back row, especially seeing that your opponent's like constantly getting prompts to flip stuff up. Now here I have to decide if I want to flip Imperial Order on this, the Virtual World City. I mean, I should. I'm a little hesitant because well, here's the thing, right? I was going to say I'm a little hesitant because I might top deck Tenki, but I do already have the Fraktall, which is kind of one of the reasons I wanted to set up that search as well. So, yeah, no, we can just go ahead and flip up Imperial Order here. That way our opponent will not get to one of their Virtual World gates. That would not be very good. Our opponent has a quick effect in response, which is interesting. I wonder what it is. Is it one of these cards? Could be a quick play spell. Maybe it's a call by or something. Who knows? That's the interesting thing about Master Duel, and one of the things about it that's actually different from the paper TCG. I mean, in some ways it's actually kind of similar from the paper TCG, right? Like reading your opponent and seeing... In this game it's different because you can actually see when your opponent is prompted for a response, because most people just leave auto on. You can actually turn it off if you want to try to trick your opponent into thinking that you don't have anything. Similarly, you can turn it on to kind of trick your opponent into thinking you do have something. But like I said, like I want to say like 97% of the time I just leave it on auto. And again, that's what most people do, and in that way you can kind of read whether or not your opponent has something. I guess you could do it more if you wanted to be like really next level. Okay, I've actually never seen this Xyz monster before. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card, then target one face-up monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle until the end of your opponent's turn. Once per turn, after damage calc this monster battle, you have 2 more on the same attribute, you can banish that opponent. Okay, that's whatever. I don't give a shit about that. It's fine. What, are they gonna banish my Almiraj? Go for it. I don't care. Oh, hey, oh boy. Our opponent's playing on mobile. They're gonna time out. Are they still here? Do we get to play this game? Ooh, we do! Yay! Cool, good. Alright. Yeah, I don't... Again, let me just make sure I'm reading this right. Detach target 1 until the end of your opponent's turn. Cannot be destroyed by battle. After damage calc, this card battled... Yeah, it's... whatever. I don't care about this. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Almiraj is not something I'm, like, concerned about at all. In fact, you might have noticed in most of the videos that I end up just sending Almiraj away at random times just so I can open up my... my extra deck monster zone. Ah, here we go. Now they're gonna go into Zeus. I kind of figured this was gonna happen when they went into an Xyz monster there. No, I mean, I'm just going to cancel here there because they're about to activate Zeus's effect, and I'm just going to imperm it. Oh no, they're going to go to the end phase. Well, we can imperm Zeus whenever, so I'm not really concerned about Zeus at all. We've also got a Revolt on our turn. We're looking really good here. Let's see what we draw. Another Revolt. Okay. Let me think for a second. So, okay, yeah, we'll take the damage. That's fine. So okay, let me think. If I normal Fraktall, then activate Fraktall's second effect, I can get a 2 material monster. And then I can use Fraktall's effect, send Fraktall from field to grave, send Kitt, send Nervall, add like another Fraktall. If I got a Ferrijit, I can then special... No, but then I can't get 2 Fraktalls. I would have to get another Tri-type, okay, or Tri-Brigade monster. So I get another Tri-Brigade monster, right? If the only two I get is Ferrijit, then I can special that Tri-Brigade monster. And then I can... No, I'll only have one... I'll only have Fraktall engraved. No, I'll have multiple. Duh, I'll have Kitt and all the others. So then I can... Yeah, I can send away for... Yeah, okay, I like this line of play. So we're going to start by normal summoning Fraktall. See if our opponent's got a response. I was just trying to figure out if it was better to go... Okay, they're just immediately going to activate Zeus. That's fine, we'll Imperm. I was just trying to figure out if it was maybe better to try to go for double Dragon Lords, but nah, we'll just go for Ferrijit. Okay, let's negate their Zeus. We don't need to play Revolt yet. Cool. Now let's activate Fraktall's effect for 2 cards. Yep. Banish the Kitt and the Nervall. Cool, no response. Yeah, our opponent doesn't have hand traps. They were not prompted for a response whatsoever, so I can pretty confidently go into my plays from here on out. Let's get Ferrijit. Now I'm going to activate Fraktall's first effect. And I am going to send a Kitt. Now I will activate Kitt's effect, and I will send a Nervall. No, I don't need a Revolt. Okay, send Nervall. Nervall effect. Okay, don't add Fraktall. Don't add Fraktall. Because usually I just grab Fraktall if I don't have... Okay, so I need either Kerass or Kitt. Which is better to add here? Probably just Kerass, right? I'm just going to get Kerass. I don't think it particularly matters. I guess it kind of matters. Okay, let's activate Ferrijit's effect. I'm going to special summon the Kitt. I'll summon it in attack mode. Okay, how many do I have in grave right now? I have 1, 2, 3. So, does my opponent have any monsters? Okay, they have 2 of these in grave. Special, okay. If you do special summon this card. Okay, that's if this card is in your hand. This card is in your hand, you can target one. I knew there was one that revives itself from grave. I just wanted to see if I could Desperate Doom Eagle to put it back. Actually, should I target one face? During your main phase, you can banish target one virtual world. Let me see. I think I am actually going to make Desperate Doom Eagle. I might shuffle back this virtual world gate. Oh, no. Actually, okay. If I make Rugal, then I can go into an Accesscode Talker, and I can probably just win this turn. Because then I can roll... Yeah, what am I saying? I can just win this turn. Alright. Activate Kerass effect for 3 cards. Boom, boom, boom. No, we don't need to Revolt yet. We're gonna get Rugal. We'll play Rugal here. I'm trying to think of the order of this. This should still work, right? Okay, I'm gonna go... Yeah, this will be fine. Access code. We will treat Rugal as 3 materials. I was just making sure we had enough monster zones and a link zone to point to for this Revolt here. I'm gonna activate Accesscode Talker's effect. I'm gonna target Rugal. I'm not going to activate Rugal's effect because if I do, then my opponent could potentially respond. I don't need the attack drop anyway. And we don't want to chain Revolt for the same reason. Okay, now I'm going to activate Revolt, and I have 4 spots, and I have an open link marker zone, so I should be all good here. Select. No. Wait, it only let me select 3. Or did I select 4? That was weird. Hang on a second. I mean, I should have game either way, but... Oh, no, that was 4. Okay, I just miscounted. I thought it only let me select 3. I was really confused for a second. Whew, that scared me, actually, a little bit. Okay, no, we're good. Alright. Let's drop Shurig. It doesn't particularly matter. I'll drop Shurig over here. And we can activate Shurig's effect. Let's go ahead and banish the Zeus. Now we can enter the battle phase, smack our opponent for 16, smack our opponent for 3,000, and smack our opponent for lethal. Cool. All right. That was a wow. That was a great first live duel against Virtual World. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Let's go ahead and cut from here right into the. Yeah, sure. I'll save it. Why not? Yeah. Let's go ahead and cut from here into the next one. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into the second live duel here. Coming right off the heels of the oh my opponent's name is Eldelich. Wow, their name is just straight up Eldelich. They're in Plat 1. I wonder if they're actually still going to be playing Eldelich. They let me go first, so I don't think they are. There's no way they are, right? Eldelich always wants to go first because you want to set 5 back row. I can't believe our opponent's name is just straight up Eldelich. Also gotta respect our opponent rocking the free-to-play setup. Okay, we got a really solid opening hand here. We're going to start by activating our Fraktall's ability. Let's see if our opponent's got a response. Looks like they do have something they can chain. Let's see if it's going to be Ash. Or if they pass, it's probably a Maxx. Okay, they're going to Ash it. Yeah, that's going to have to be fine. I think like the last game against Virtual Worlds, I'm going to normal summon Kitt and go into Almiraj, send Nervall, and then set up another Fraktall here. Just to make sure that I have a play for next turn. Zip, send that away. We'll throw Almiraj right there. We will activate Kitt's effect. Okay, they don't have any more responses. So they don't have another Ash, or they don't have like a Maxx or anything. That's good. Okay, we're gonna send our Nervall to the graveyard. It's too bad Ash is a zombie, because if it was a tri-type, we could keep comboing off here, but that's fine. We are just going to add a Fraktall for next turn. I'm definitely going to want to set an Imperm in the middle column, and I think I'm debating if I want to set the second Impermanence. It's actually because our opponent could very easily Lightning Storm or Harpie's Feather Duster if we set 2 back row, and I kind of don't want to lose both Impermanence. I don't think I'll need both necessarily, especially since our opponent is starting off with 5 cards because they ashed. So I think I'm going to leave this Impermanence in my hand. Plus we've also got an Ash for an additional negate as well. I'm just going to go ahead and pass here. So yeah, even though we did get ashed, I do like our setup. We've already got 3 tri-types in grave. We've got a Fraktall for next turn. We've got an Imperm on board and in hand, and we've got an Ash too. So I'm fairly confident we can stop whatever my opponent does, which is nothing. That's cool. Alright. We drew an Impermanence number 3. This is an interesting game so far. I'm going to start by normal summoning Tri-Brigade Fraktall. And now I'm going to activate my Fraktall's ability. I'm going to do it for 2 cards. Much like last time, I'm going to try to go for a Ferrijit, and then from there, I'll sack Fraktall to do the Kitt into Nervall setup. Cool, our opponent does not have any responses. That is what I like to see. Yep, we'll go ahead and throw Ferrijit into this zone here. Now I'm going to activate Fraktall's first effect. Like I just said, I'm going to send Kitt, and then I am going to send Nervall. And then I'll probably just end up adding Kerass just to keep the copies of my Tri-Brigade cards in deck well situated. Nope, okay, I don't need to activate. I am going to get this Almiraj out of my extra deck zone probably here soon. I guess I do have a zone open with the Ferrijit, so I don't have to do that just yet. We'll see how this kind of ends up panning out. I also have to think about what I want to make. I might just make a Desperate Doom Eagle, because my opponent's only got 1 card in grave. He can smack for 48, and I'm totally cool with my opponent just potentially top decking Ash. Okay, yep, we'll add the Kerass. Now we will activate Ferrijit's effect. Oh, you know what? This was from last turn. Or no. Okay, so I was about to be like, oh, I can link this Almiraj because I played it last turn, but Ferrijit's effect locks us into using tri-types as a material, so no, I can't link away using Almiraj this turn. That's fine though. It's not that big of a deal. Almost summoned Kerass in defense mode out of instinct, because I thought I was going first because the opponent's setup, but no, we did go second here. Okay, I've actually got 4 tri-types in grave. I'm still going to set up a Desperate Doom Eagle. No. What am I saying? I need to set up a Bearbrumm here, so I can set up a Revolt. So I'll send 2 to make Bearbrumm. Okay, I got to think about this for a second. If I banish 2 to make Bearbrumm, then okay, let me actually see something real quick. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I can't use this as a material. Alright, so if I banish 2 to make Bearbrumm, Do I even link them away? No, I would battle first. What am I making? No, I should link them away for a... Well, no, I can't make Desperate Doom Eagle. You need all wins. I can only make that with a Tri-type effect. How much damage is that? 48 to 76. God, that's so close to lethal if I make Desperate Doom Eagle. Like, that's so absurdly close to lethal. But since it's not lethal, we probably do just need to set up a Bearbrumm play. Let's do that. Okay. I'm going to banish Fraktall and... What do I have banished so far? I'll banish 2 Fraktall. Okay, so you know what else I'm thinking here? Ooh! Wait. Okay, I think I just had a next level play enter my brain. Let me see something real quick. Okay, I'm going to summon Bearbrumm and I'm going to put her in this zone, right? Now, okay, what if I activate Bearbrumm's effect and I summon Kitt, and then Kitt... Yeah. Okay, I think this is gonna work. Alright. Bearbrumm's effect. I'm gonna discard both my impermanences because I already have one set. Yeah, summon Kitt. Nope. I'm gonna summon Kitt into this zone in attack mode. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So I should link first, right? Should I link this and this? No. 1, 2... Wait, what can I summon with Kitt? Oh, the double dragons. Right. So how much damage is that? That's 16. Okay, I need to do some math real quick. 16 plus 16 is 32. Plus 17 is 49. Plus 19 is 59, 68. I can go into access code, though. No, I can't. Yes, I can. But I need to use Kitt first, I think. Okay, if I use Kitt, make the double dragons, link away Ferrijit and Kitt. Yeah. This should work. Okay, I'm gonna activate Kitt's effect for 2. I'm gonna banish Kitt and Nervall. And I'm gonna put double dragon right here. Okay, now I'm just trying to figure out if I need to send away Almiraj yet. Not if I send these 2. Then I make Rugal. Rugal points here. Rugal. Yeah, that makes access code. Oh my god, this is gonna work, right? Rugal. Use this and this as 2 materials. Summon Rugal. Sure. Well, Ferrijit, right? Cancel. Sure. Cool. Great. Now the access code. See this and this, and yes, we will use that as 3 materials. Here I was all concerned about setting up a revolt, and then I realized, like, wait, I can actually use Bearbrumm's effect to summon a banished monster. That's actually really relevant here. And look, we didn't even have to send away our Almiraj. Okay, now we can go to battle. Smack our opponent with the double dragon. We even have the double dragon bounce in case they have something like random and stupid. They don't. I'm going to smack them with Bearbrumm. And then we hit for a game with Accesscode Talker. Cool. No, I don't need to activate that. So yeah, okay, that game was like, our opponent didn't really do much. That was a great example, actually, of a good live game that wouldn't have been a good replay, right? Because if we watch the replay, our opponent just didn't do anything, and then we just kind of comboed off. But here in the live game, you got to see my thought process, and you got to see exactly how I figure out, like, what plays I'm going to make. You can see that half the time, and this is kind of why I'm, like, astounded when people say, like, oh, I make such good plays, because I feel like half the time I just end up fumbling. Like, I go in with one line of play in mind, and I just kind of fumble into a better one along the way, and that was kind of a good example of that. So cool. Okay, wow, we got 5 legacy packs. Okay, I want to throw something out real quick. Does anybody know how to sort, or does anybody know if there's a list of legacy pack only cards? I could just go through the game, like the library, all the cards, and look at uncraftable ones. And let me know if you guys want to see this. I'm thinking about making a video where I build a deck with only legacy pack cards and see how good of a deck I can make and try it out in Plat 1 games, kind of similarly to the other challenge we did. Let me know about that if you want to see that, and if there's a way I can sort that in-game, or if there's like a list online of the legacy pack cards. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the next clip. Wait, after I save that and then go back to the menu. Yep, let's go and jump right back in. Alright guys, duel number 3 with Tri-Brigade Zoodiac live commentary. Let's get into it. This is actually like, this is more fun than I thought it was going to be quite honest. I was a little afraid that like trying to talk live as I'm playing would mess me up, but it's not been that bad actually, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. If you guys prefer this format over replays, let me know. I do still have some more replay videos coming up in the future, so because I've already recorded them, so there won't be like a full-time switch just yet. But yeah, if you guys like this format, like I said, let me know, and we could potentially do it some more. Okay, so I've got 2 Kitt, 2 Tenki, and Imperm. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm going to start by activating Tenki. I'm going to throw Tenki in the far left column, because I want to save Imperm for the middle column. And I think I've explained this. I know I've talked about it at the very least, but I like Imperm for the middle column because people tend to play spells and traps here. And I've won a handful, like probably like literally a handful, like 5 or so games. Literally by like my opponent not realizing that when they play a spell or trap here, it's going to get negated. Okay, so we're going to obviously start by adding our Fraktall. Looks like our opponent has their little thing set to on because they got prompts like before I even drew. Either that or they have a hand trap that can be used at like any time. In any case, I'm just going to go ahead and activate Fraktall's effect. We'll see if our opponent has anything to respond with. No, they don't. Okay, so I'm going to send a Kitt to the graveyard. I definitely want to set that up because I already have the other 2 Kitts in my hand. I mean, we'd want to set it up either way, but it's especially important because we have the other 2 Kitts in our hand. Yeah, I'm not really worried if my opponent does have like a response to these because I do have the 2 Kitts. I can go Kitt into Almiraj, and then since I actually have another Tri-type in hand this time, I can pitch this Kitt for a Kerass, and then I can just keep comboing even if my opponent stops me here. One of the many reasons why I think Tri-Zoo is probably just the strongest deck in Master Duel right now is just given the nature of Master Duel's best of 1 format. People are playing a lot of hand traps because all games are decided with a coin toss, see who goes first. Or rather, to see who goes first in all games is decided with a coin toss. Not every game is decided with a coin toss. I don't mean to imply that. No. But, yeah, so it's very important to be able to play through hand traps as a result. Oh boy, our opponent's connection's timing out. Good old mobile user. As you can always tell they're a mobile user if they start to time out a lot like that. Okay, cards to add from deck to the hand. I'm going to add a Kerass because we can potentially set up some really good plays here without even using our normal summon if we have the Kerass. Now, let me think here for a moment. I'm deciding if I want a normal summon Kitt. I think it's actually better to normal summon Kitt here because if I activate Kerass's effects, my opponent might chain Maxx. And this way I can at least get more of a setup without committing as many summons. So I'm going to start by normal summoning Tri-Brigade Kitt here. And then we'll see if my opponent's got a response to anything, like when I activate the effect. Let's do it for 2. Nervall and Kitt. Now, I guess, yeah, I should probably just make a Ferrijit here. Ah, see, our opponent does have the Maxx. Okay, so we're not going to make the Ferrijit. We're going to make the Bearbrumm, because we're just going to go straight into the Revolt setup. And we're going to give them 2 draws in the process, but obviously that is still much better than giving them, like, you know, any more than that. And again, if we had started with Kerass's effect, then we would have had to commit much more and give them more draws as a result, but no, let's just go ahead and go straight into Rugal here, sending away the Bearbrumm so we can get Revolt and only giving them 1 more draw, unless our opponent is just going to time out. I hope not, because I actually do want to play this game out. This is why you shouldn't play on mobile, kids. I thought that's true of Hearthstone, it's true of Legends of Runeterra. If you're like actually serious about climbing, you should not play on mobile for this exact reason. Okay, let's activate Bearbrumm's ability if we get the chance to before our opponent disconnects. Ho-hum. I'm just sitting here kind of twiddling my thumbs like, yep, alright. Oh wait, does it really still count down my timer for that? I just noticed it when it hit 360 seconds. Wait, does it really still count down your timer if your opponent fails to connect to the server? That's kind of shitty if that's true. Shitty if true. Okay, well, I was going to have 3 duels, but that really wasn't much of a duel. It was just kind of like the start of one, so... okay, I guess we'll just go into another duel straight from here. Alright, everyone, let's go ahead and jump into the next Tri-Zoo game here. Against a... I always feel bad when I'm playing against a Plat 5 opponent. Like, if I win, I hope I don't demote this guy to gold. That would make me feel a little bad. Only a little, though. Okay, we are going second. That is completely fine with me. Well, we'll see what our hand looks like before I'm completely fine with it. We have an Imperm. We have a Maxx. Okay, this is acceptable. Let's see what our opponent does. Oh, I've never heard this music before. It's good. Ah, Stratos! Oh, man. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, like, personally, I love heroes. Elemental Hero Stratos is probably just, like, my favorite monster in the game. I've thought about building heroes. That's kind of why I'm saving my Ultra Craft points. The heroes take so many Ultra Craft points to make, you guys. They take so many. And they're like, they're not really even like tier 2 or 3, which is really sad. I know there's that Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer coming out, so maybe that'll like, I don't know, maybe that'll shake things up enough to actually make heroes worth building. Oh my god. I totally went on a nostalgia trip as soon as I saw Stratos. Now, granted, you know, today's hero decks are not like the hero decks I played. My main hero deck of choice was Hero Beat. That was a stun deck back in like 2013 that revolved around Neosalius. It was a lot of fun, actually. Okay, what does Ferris do? You can discard one of their hero monsters, special summon this card from your hand. Yep, alright. We are going to definitely Maxx in response to that. And yeah, between the Stratos getting negated and now our opponent being under Maxx, I wonder how they're going to respond. Like if they're going to keep trying to combo or not. We drew a Whiptail, which is really good. It means we can potentially set up a Zeus and wipe whatever board they make. Oh yeah, this puts stuff in the spell trap zone. Does this do anything while it's in there? If this card, you contribute one hero monster, special summon. This card, special summon. You can... Okay, that's fine. That's more draws for me. Let's see if they actually commit to it. This sounds like L's theme from Death Note. Huh. You know, it's funny, I always play with the sound off, like when I'm just playing and not recording. But I see all these memes about the how fire the Master Duel OST is. I get it now. This is good. Wow, all 3 desires, huh? Well, yeah, I mean, sure, let's play one. I mean, we don't really have like a whole lot of plays at the moment. I mean, we do have like a Zeus, we have options, but... oh my god, we drew the Lightning Storm. That's one of the main reasons I played that, was to see if we drew Lightning Storm. We banished 2 Tenki, 2 Kitt, a Kerass, a Ramram, an Ash, an Imperm, and a Nibiru. And a Lightning Storm. That's fine. Okay. This is so gross. I'm just gonna completely like lightning. Yeah, I'm just gonna Lightning Storm my opponent here. To destroy all attack position monsters they control. Our opponent got an opportunity to respond there. That's interesting. So here I am actually thinking of stacking Boarbow on, right? Even though I said earlier 5 materials is kind of pointless. The thing is, I want to destroy this Vision Hero increase, but I don't want to commit 2 materials on my Zeus to do it, so... yeah, I don't have any Zoodiac monsters in grave, so we don't have to worry about anything with Tigermoartar or Chakanine. We can just go straight into our Zoo plays. Generally speaking, the Zoo plays are a lot better than your... Not a lot better. In situations kind of like this, or again, just generally speaking, it's ideal to go into Zoo plays on turn 2 for this exact reason. We can deal with the stuff our opponent has set up with Drident and or Zeus very easily. So yeah, I am going to Boarbow. And then I'm just trying to decide if I want to... I'm going to attack with Boarbow. Let's just go to battle phase, and then we'll make Drident, and then we'll pop, and then we'll make Zeus. I don't know. I don't even know if exactly this works this way, but if my opponent special summoned a monster in the battle phase, I think if a replay would have occurred, I would have been given the option to direct attack with Boarbow. I think is how that works, which is why I played the way I did just there. Okay, let's summon Drident in defense mode because the battle phase is over, and if they have something random that keeps me from summoning Zeus, I don't want to be left with this in attack mode. It's got 4 materials. I'm going to activate the effect. Let's go ahead and detach our Tigermoartar, and I'm going to destroy Vision Hero Increase. Now let's go special summon and set up a Zeus. Set it up in defense mode right here. I think I'm going to set the Called By, but not the Revolt here. Yeah, because, I don't know, this... I feel like, I want the Revolt, ideally, when these all go to the graveyard, to have the option to play it, but I'm probably going to end up sending the materials to the grave by using Zeus's effect, and I don't want to send Revolt, so I'm just going to pass here. I don't know if I'm going to play one of these Desires on my next turn yet. We'll see how it goes. I probably will. Well, again, we'll just see what my opponent does. So yeah, we've got Called By and Zeus set up, so it's not too bad. Oh, you have no cards in your hand. I thought this had a graveyard effect. I'm glad I read that when I did. So if our opponent plays like a... Let's just say they drop like a Poly and fuse these 2 cards. I'm absolutely going to respond with Called By and banish this Destiny Warrior Celestial here, so they can't get 2 draws. I'm glad I looked at that when I did. I had this, my spidey sense was tingling. I was like, that Destiny Hero they discarded, I'm pretty sure that's got a graveyard effect. Which is funny, because this card is actually from the GX anime, even though it's relatively recent, but like they do with a lot of old cards like this that they end up making in the actual game. In the anime, it only had this first effect, this random one, where when it attacks, you can blow up a face-up spell and do 500. Yeah, I definitely did not have this second effect where, oh yeah, you get a bunch of card draw if you have nothing in hand. Our opponent is taking their time, considering how they are going to play around Zeus. They are going to activate Miracle Fusion. Okay, now here's where my knowledge of heroes is going to have to come in. What are they trying to make? It's got to be an elemental hero. Are they trying to make the Great Tornado to get around my Zeus? I feel like either way I want to banish Stratos here, right? Because that's going to severely limit what they can make. If it's an elemental hero fusion specifically, there's even a chance... I don't know the hero extra deck as well as I used to. I'm sure they'll be able to make something still. But I feel like, again, by banishing Stratos here, I can severely limit what my opponent... Yeah, they can't make anything. Ha! I wondered if that was going to happen. So... Yep, and there's the concede! Little 300 IQ play there against heroes. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but yeah, okay, cool. So I think that is going to do it for this first live duel video. Whether I'm just going to turn it over to the outro from this point. Alright everybody, that is going to do it for the live duel videos today. As I said at the beginning of the video, if this is a format you would prefer to see over replays, feel free to let me know in the comments, or if you'd rather see replays than live duels, you can feel free to let me know in the comments as well. There are obviously pros and cons to both, so I'm open to doing both, doing more of one or more of the other, just based on the responses. As always, I'm doing this for you guys, and you guys are always super supportive in the comments and with your views. I, as always, greatly appreciate it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. This is HexLex. Have a great day.